Peace, young Ash here. Let's get straight into the intro. I signed up for buymeacoffee.com, so that's going to be linked in the description and the comments. If you want to buy me a coffee, you can do so on kindly accepting any kind of a donation, like whatever suits you. Yeah, they're kindly accepted. Thanks very much. So those links will be in the comments. My PayPal will be there as well. You know, buy me a coffee is a bit more straightforward. And I want to say thanks for streaming my new album. It came out today, and yeah, some tracks are doing very well, and it's been well received, and I've got nice comments, so I greatly appreciate all the streams. I also made a YouTube playlist of all my songs in chronological order, and a Spotify playlist. They're in my posts on YouTube. If you look for them, you can find them. So they're worth checking out. Yeah, this is rambling on. I talk about my life, my thoughts, my feelings. Suffer from schizophrenia and psychosis. I talk about that. Gave that a thumbs up there. But honestly, if you have any feedback or you have any thoughts or comments, drop them in the comments. I'd love to hear them. And also around the new album, if you have any thoughts on it, drop that in the comments. Love to hear from you. So with that said, there's been an awful lot of talk about the music in the past week, so I said I'd maybe go a bit deeper with this video, because since I started professionally, like, I'm editing the videos myself in a professional manner, we'll say. I'm not paying anyone to do it, I'm doing it myself. But since I started doing the professional style videos, which I love, I think they're quite good, very good to myself, but yeah, I'm yet to do kind of a deeper video, so I have a couple ideas in my head of what I want to talk about, and I don't know where to start. Fuck it, we'll start here. Like, I went to Reunion Island in 2017-18, and that's an island in the Indian Ocean. I've several videos previously on about it, but I said I'd go back there again in terms of a video. I'm not going back anytime soon. You know, I might go back one day. I'd love to go back, to be honest, over there and, you know, really experience the island, because my time over there, I was in addiction. I'm in recovery now, but I was in addiction back then, so I just hung around the same areas, doing the same shit every day, drinking and using drugs. So I never really had a great experience or a proper experience. Like, there's so much you can do around the island, like in terms of sightseeing and different bits and pieces you can do. So I feel like I missed out a little bit, and that's fair to say, I did miss out. But what I wanted to talk about is probably the worst drug I've ever done, which is spice, and what it did to me and how it's affecting people over there. So over there, it's a French speaking island. So, and they speak Creole over there, which is like a patois kind of thing. But over there it's called tabac chimique. You know, chemical tobacco, it translates to in English. But like, I know it as spice. That's what it is. It's fucking tobacco just sprayed with a load of unknown chemicals, and the effects of it are fucking horrific. Like, I was on it for 9 months, and it really fucked with my head. Like I came back from there like a complete anxious wreck. I was underweight, I was really skinny, really paranoid, yeah, just full of anxiety, like, and fear. Could barely go outside, you know, that's how bad it was. And like I've schizophrenia and they don't go hand in hand well. Like, obviously, yeah, there's so many different factors in these things, but I'm just delving into spice today, um, and how it affected me. So, the first time I would have heard about it, I went over there to live with a relative, and in the first week there, she said, like, John, don't even take a cigarette off someone if they give it to you, because you don't know what's in it, kind of thing. And I thought, like, it's a bit weird. Why would someone, give away drugs for free, type of thing? Why would they give me a fag with spice in it? Or I didn't know what it was at the time. I knew it was tabashimik, and I just thought it was a bit, I don't know. I might do that. I thought, fuck, I might do that. See what it's like. But my first experience with it, I was there about a month, and I was already kicked out of my relative's house for being a drunk mess and, taking a few drugs here and there, a bit of weed and stuff. And so I was living elsewhere in the city of Saint Pierre, in the south of the island, and I started palling around with, like, they were like predators, really, in terms of, they weren't my friends, but they were pretending to be my friends just so they could kind of get me hooked on some stuff, get money off me, or fucking use me, or whatever. That's why I'm referring to them as predators. And they were like, oh yeah, you should try this joint, man, it's good, like, you should try this, it's tabashimik, you'll like it. And I was drunk at the time, and alcohol and spice, horrible combo, and took a few pulls, and was just, in a matter of seconds, it all came on. Like, it was like getting hit in the head with a hammer. Like, it was just so sudden and intense, and could barely open my eyes. I was kind of wavy and couldn't get my breathing right. My heart's going 90, and I was like, I remember saying it's a bit like dirty MD, like, it's fucking not great, like, that kind of a feeling. It just was rotten. And yeah, I remember going home and just going to bed and passing out, and waking up in the morning and being like, that was a bit fucked. And I happened to have that spice, like, on and off for the next 9 months after that. Most of the time it was people would pass me what I thought was a fag or a joint or something, and all of a sudden I'd be off my head, like. So there were predators over there that would try and get me hooked on that shit, or try and make a fool out of me by, me being off my head and type of thing, and having a bad reaction, and it's funny to them, and then they'd be trying to get money off me for drugs or for whatever. And that's kind of the way it worked out there. And most of the time I was with real friends who were, like, not letting that shit happen to me, but the odd time it would happen. And I was on and off it for 9 months, and it was horrendous in terms of, like, the person I was compared to the person that came back to Ireland after. I was a completely different person. My head was fried, like, and I saw people, like, I remember sitting at a restaurant, and we were sitting down, and these lads came over, and it's like, it's so stupid how we kept falling for it, but one of my friends took it, and we were drinking, and again, it doesn't mix well, so he took a few tokes, and he just started nodding off, and the people at the restaurant rang an ambulance for him, and he got taken away. And I was fortunate I was able to walk away. That was early on in my time there as well, so I still had a bit of strength, I suppose, in me to walk away and get away. But at the end of my time there, I wasn't able to walk away. I'd be kind of glued to the spot, like, nodding off, and you know, yeah, it was horrendous. And uh, I witnessed many times people just smoking it and just nodding off like that and fucking falling over, and ambulances have to be called and all sorts of shit. And sometimes ambulances wouldn't be called. And looking back, I criticize myself like, fuck it, I should have rang an ambulance for that person that time, because lo and behold, tabashimik and spice kill people. You can go into comas, you can have cardiac arrest, psychosis. I got psychosis after, and I know that fucking spice took a toll on me. Of my schizophrenia, like, and yeah, it was just a nasty, nasty drug. And to be honest, it's the worst drug I've ever taken, and I've done quite a few. As I said, I'm in recovery over 20 months now, which I'm proud of. Drop it in the comments if you're proud of me. I'm only messing. But yeah, it's just such an intense drug, and I wouldn't recommend it to anyone. I wouldn't condone the use of drugs to anyone, because they just fuck you up and they take their toll on you eventually, and they might kill you. You don't know if it's going to kill you or not. Like, I think I might leave it there for today. We're over 10 minutes, so I hope I made sense, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Keep streaming my music, keep streaming my vlogs, recommend them to a friend. Buy me a coffee, the link is in the comments or description, whatever you fancy. Other than that, have a great day, have a great evening, wherever you are in the world, and I really appreciate you watching. So, big up, Prince Ash. Peace.